I don't know how to do an intro. Angelo.
What?
I don't know how to do an intro. Hello. Welcome. Howdy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hello. I'm Cosplay Sass. We share cosplay, makeup, fashion, and DIY videos. If that is yours, be sure to subscribe below. And today I'm showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. This is just a very easy, quick makeup look for on the go. I use this a lot when I'm traveling. Doing this look without any eyeshadow. I'm actually using my blush instead of eyeshadow, so kind of just minimizes how much stuff you gotta pack. And let's just get right into it. This is how I do my everyday makeup. Okay, so starting out, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Just kind of straightening up my brows. I try to brush like up and then out just to get everything to like lay right. And then I go in with the Brow Wizz, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the shade Soft Brown. So I'm just like roughly sketching out kind of where I want my brows to be more defined. My natural hair color is really light, so I try to do this to basically see my brows. And then after I get the rough kind of shape going, then I go in and fill it in with the dip brow, which is like the, I guess it's similar to the brow gel, but it's like the tinted. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow in Soft Brown as well, and then I just kind of fill in that, basically that center part, and just the same thing as the brow gel, like I kind of brush up and then out to just get that shape that I want. And sometimes you put too much, so you have to go in with the little spoolie on the back of the Brow Wizz, or, I mean, obviously they have those like everywhere. If you just have like a clean one, just so you don't get like too much product. See, like there, like I got too much, so I'm trying to like brush it out. It's not really like a science to it. You gotta kind of just mess with it until it like lays how you want. I try to put more towards the front and then like thin it out as I'm getting to like the tail of the brow. I guess that's what I need to learn terminology for facial features and things, but I think that's what that's called. But anyway, so once you have like a good kind of shape going on, then I go back in with the Brow Wizz and then I just like define everything and get that extra like kind of chunks or whatever out. So then I'm going back with the pencil and just really defining that like arch part. And you try to do just like little tiny, I guess strokes or whatever with the pencil. If you do like one big long line, then it looks like you just drew on your eyebrow. I try to go for a more natural look. Well, right now I don't look that natural, but then yeah, I go back in with that spoolie and just brush up more towards the front, so you don't have that like I drew on some square brows effect going on. And then yeah, I just keep going back and forth between like the spoolie and the pencil until I have everything like as even as I can get it. They're never really gonna be even, but maybe someday. And then just finishing everything off with the clear brow gel, just to get everything to stay in place there.
And then for the eyes, I'm just putting on the NYX HD Eyeshadow Base for my primer. Then I actually applied. I'm about to go back to finishing my brows before I put anything on my eyes. So I'm taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is what I use on my face too, but I'm just taking like a flat brush and kind of defining the shape of my brows before I go in and put anything on my eyes. I kind of need to pluck my brows, but this is a good way to kind of have everything look clean without having to fully like get your brows done. I mean, eventually you're gonna have to do it, but and then yeah, sometimes I use too much concealer and it starts getting into my brow, so I just go back in with the Brow Wizz and just kind of sharpen up those little areas or wherever I feel like there is kind of a gap. And then again, just taking that spoolie and kind of making sure everything's broken out there. Okay, so I'm taking the this is the Dollar Tree Eyeliner Pencil. I don't recommend this product, you will see why shortly, but anyways, let's line your waterline with whatever you got. And then I'm taking the L'Oreal True Match powder. This is what I use as bronzer, and I'm just kind of using this to define my crease a little bit. So I'm just using like a big fluffy brush and just kind of patting that into my crease and then blending it out. This shade really isn't too dark on my lids, but just to give you like a little bit of a definition, I guess. And I'm just doing that both eyes. I'm kind of going up towards my eyebrow too. And then I'm going in with the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Luminoso. And I'm taking a smaller brush and just putting that right all over my lid. And there goes that eyeliner, but we'll fix that later. And then I ended up just kind of using just patting motions and just spreading that all over my lid. And then I just ended up going in with my finger because I felt like the brush wasn't really giving me as much coverage as I could have had with that. And then just using another fluffy brush to blend the, I guess, the bronzer or powder in with the blush there. And then just putting more blush on top and blending it out again. And this just gives you some like definition to your eyes without, you know, doing like a whole eyeshadow look. Yeah, definitely get that eyeliner out from the bottom of my eyes. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Facestudio. That's the Master Precise Liquid Eyeliner. I'm still learning how to use eyeliner. I struggle every time. But I've made a lot of progress since I first started. Don't have footage of that, but it was rough. But I really just try to get as close to my lash line as I can and just make like small lines, I guess. And then I just go back in later and fix all of my mistakes. But pretty much once you make a huge line, you're kind of stuck with that and then just have to match it on the other eye. So it's also just hard with my eye shape. I feel like every time I try to do like wing liner, I'm like, that doesn't look right. So I really just take my eyeliner right to the edge there, and then I just wipe off everything else. Okay, and then I'm going in with the same concealer again that I used on my eyebrows. And I'm just using that all over my face instead of using a foundation today. If you have like a BB cream or like I know they have like I guess it is BB cream, like foundation and sunscreen mixture things, that would be really good for like everyday thing. Also, I did prime my face with the Maybelline Facestudio Master Prime. I think I primed my face before I even started this makeup today, so. But yeah, definitely prime your face before you're putting on like concealer, foundation, any of that, because otherwise it's just going to be a dry mess. And I'm just using a beauty blender to blend all that out. Make sure you get up to your ears, down your neck, all of that. And then just to set that in place, I'm going in with the MAC Studio Fix Powder. And normally when I wear a foundation, I just use a fluffy brush to apply this, but I'm actually using the little sponge thing that comes with it because I just have it on concealer, so I wanted to get a little bit more additional coverage with the powder. And then now I'm going in with that fluffy brush and kind of just blending everything out. Sometimes I feel when you just use that sponge thing, you get some spots that are just like kind of caked on, you know, with the powder. So if you go back in with the brush, it blends that out. And then I'm using that same powder that I used on my eyes, the L'Oreal True Match powder, as my contour and bronzer. And then I'm using the e.l.f. blush brush with the Milani Baked blush. And then for highlighter, I'm using the Colourpop Super Shock Chic in the shade Fanny Pack. And I just apply that with my finger and kind of blend it out. As you can see, it's bright. And then I'm just going in with a small brush to blend out the highlighter under my brow, because on my cheeks or my whatever you call it, where you apply highlighter, I like it to be more, you know, there, but under the brows I'm like, there's just a white line under my brows. That's not what I wanted. And then I'm just dipping back into that same blush and just applying that under my eyes. And then I'm going in with the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit. I'm using the Milani Color Statement Lipstick in the shade Naturally Chic for my lips today. For every day, I really just try to go with like a simple just lipstick that I can reapply. Sometimes I just do like chapstick as well. And that's it. So this is just my everyday, simple, easy makeup. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helped somebody. Maybe myself in the future. Next time I have like an updated brow routine or anything, I'll definitely make another video for you guys. So stay tuned for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.